What's up, Humble Nation? I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. All right, for a little bit more seriousness, I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today. So, first thing we're going to talk about is the new drop that just happened today, and I know you're going to want to know what that is. So, if you don't already know, make sure you stay tuned after this message. What's the message? Everything I talk about on this channel is my own thoughts and opinions. If you need financial advice, please seek the financial advice of someone else who is a financial advisor. I'm not a stockbroker. This is not financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is for entertainment purposes only, and everything I'm talking about on this channel are my own thoughts and opinions. But thanks for watching. Okay, so if you haven't already done so, make sure to hit that subscribe button right there at the bottom of your phone and turn on notifications so when I do produce these videos, you can get the latest things that are happening with HUMBL. So what do we got going on? Well, first of all, today, this has happened today, HUMBL Wallet has dropped on the Google Play Store. We are yet still waiting for it to happen on the Apple Store. However, it's still under review, and the Apple Store has asked for an additional 7 days for that review. So it looks like we'll be getting that next week. Awesome. We're already getting a lot of really positive feedback from the community about the performance metrics of the HUMBL Wallet and in comparison to Coinbase or in comparison to MetaMask. Many in the community have already started to delete their MetaMask account after moving their NFTs over to HUMBL Wallet. So now you'll be able to buy, sell, store, and swap in the HUMBL Wallet. Where is it available? Well, HUMBL Wallet is available in over 100 plus countries. So that's great. So it has access to the majority of the world, at least the more developed areas, right? And the interface is very nice and clean. One individual, not to be biased, says that he felt that the interface could be a little better, but he said the technology on the app is very good, and he's a developer. So that's positive feedback. Now, what are some of the other things we need to know, right? So unlike Coinbase, who's had a lot of issues as of late, how is HUMBL going to protect users' assets that they hold, their NFTs and so forth? Well, first of all, you own your own keys, not Coinbase. Coinbase owns the keys for you. Whereas HUMBL, you own your own keys. HUMBL doesn't hold them or store them for you. Only you do. So this helps to give you more safety for your stuff being hacked, right? Which is really important because you don't want to buy all this stuff, spend all this money, and then lose it all. That would really suck. So what's another thing? Well, you're going to have two-step authentication now as well. So many of you already probably know what that is. I'm not going to get into what that is. Also, you'll be able to connect your Search 3 with your HUMBL Wallet. So that this way you'll be able to buy from the e-commerce section of Search 3 and store that directly on your HUMBL Wallet. Again, Brian Foote always told us we're going to have this full funnel effect. They are learning to focus and narrow in on the things that are going to have the least resistance and they're going to have the most revenue, right, for the business. Because at the end of the day, it's all about making money. If you don't make money, you're not going to stay in business. So they have had to, shift direction a little bit in certain areas and focus on the key things that they always were planning on doing, which was NFTs, HUMBL Pay, Marketplace, HUMBL Wallet, which to me I think is still essentially the key factors. Another thing is that we'll be able to start buying and storing our NFTs. It's really important to, if you're going to buy something, to have somewhere to put it, right? Again, what is an NFT? Well, it's a non-fungible token. So if you're new to this channel, NFTs stand for non-fungible token. And to break that down in more layman's terms, basically it's anything and everything that you can buy that you can store digitally. So government documents, maybe it's you bought a house and you paid it off. Now, how do you prove that you own that asset? Well, you can, because an NFT is based on blockchain too, and you can store that information in your wallet. You pay off a house. How do you prove that it's paid off? If you go to sell the house, what do you have to do? You have to have a search done through a title company to prove that you're the owner. Anyways, you see what the point is. So that's one example. Another example would be like verifying that you are who you say you are. It's time to renew your driver's license, and you have to bring in all this documentation and everything. Maybe we don't even need to do that anymore. We could just do that from our Humble wallet, right? Verify that we are who we say we are. That's the advantage of blockchain technology. Okay, so those are just some basic things. And of course, digital art is another thing. Tickets, we go to see a game. They just did the NFT Classics with Humble Blue, and Humble was a sponsor of that event. In fact, we saw Brian Foote out there throw the first pitch of the game to get the game started. So there's a lot of great things that are happening. We have a gold medalist who plays in rugby, who's a winner, and he launched his NFT collection on the Humble marketplace, which is attached to Web3, which you can find on Search 3, and now you can store that in your Humble wallet. So some really cool things that are happening here. Again, I haven't been able to use it yet because it just came out. I'm going to play around with it over the weekend and provide some more feedback. But I know many of the people in the community are already deleting their MetaMask account, and they're saying that the interface and the usability is way easier with Humble wallet than it is with MetaMask. And the authentication and the safety aspect is much better with the Humble wallet than it is with Coinbase. So I foresee in the near future with some marketing that we're going to capture a lot of those customers that are currently using MetaMask and Coinbase over to the Humble wallet. Not to mention a much cheaper cost of exchange than these other ones. The gas fees are very high, and Humble is creating an ecosystem that will allow for buying, selling, trading, all these things to happen, and buy crypto and transfer crypto for a much lower and cheaper price than currently it is on these other exchanges. S1 filing. Brian's being more communicative, talking more on the community. Why? Because his lawyer says he can be, because they're getting very close to the completion of that and acceptance of that S1 filing. So it could literally happen any day now. We could get that. And Brian certainly and their team is looking forward to that approval, because that'll also bring in new investors and more opportunity for growth at an accelerated rate, right? What does it take to grow? It takes money. And they're really, looking forward to that happening. Also, on another note, I just wanted to bring this up. We were talking about this in the community this week, and I wanted to bring this out to everyone's attention about the P2P, or being able to send money to somebody else, they receive it. This is really actually already baked into Humble Pay. And you might be asking me, how's that possible? Well, if you use your money to buy crypto and you send that crypto to another friend or family member that has the Humble Pay wallet, or not wallet, Humble Pay in another country, another state, another place, you can transfer that to them, and then they can take that digital currency, withdraw it directly into their bank account, and transfer that back into cash. Way simpler. I don't even know if maybe Brian is not blowing the whistle on this, as far as letting everybody know that this is actually already available and already usable for people, but it's there. It's already there. We can already send money to somebody else. They just have to have a wallet, and then once they transfer it back, the process is fairly simple. My sister did it. It was seamless. It only cost $1 to make that transaction, and so you can see how that's going to grow very quickly. So, I just wanted to throw it out there. I hope everybody watch this all the way through the end. If you know somebody who did not watch this all the way through the end, make sure you tell them to go ahead and watch it all the way to the end, because I think this is a nugget that's been missed, including myself, into this past week. And I wanted to bring it to the attention of Humble Nation that Humble Pay is alive. So anyways, I hope this is helpful. I look forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm Nathaniel, and this is what you need to know today.